A very good morning to class 9 students. Students, I hope you all are very well at home and safe at home. Wishing you a very happy new year, students. You all have enjoyed your holidays. Now back to studies. Today we will continue our chapter, that is skeleton, human skeleton system. Students, in my previous lecture, I have explained you all about long bones, short bones, flat bones, irregular bones. That is the meaning or the structure of the bone. So in today's lecture, we will start with new topic, that is the human skeleton or the human skeleton system. Students, the structure seen on which you are seeing on the in this slide on your screen, this is the structure of the human skeleton system. Okay, students, now you know the skeleton system is framework of bones, cartilages and ligament, which consist of all the organs. The bones are different in shape, like long bones, short bones, irregular bones and flat bones, as I have explained you in my previous lecture also. So these are the structure of the bones. Basically, human skeleton is divided into two categories, that is axial skeleton and the second is appendicular skeleton. Now we will discuss in detail about axial skeleton in this lecture. Students, the structure seen on this which you are seeing on the screen is the structure of axial skeleton, which consists of skull, hyoid bones, vertebral column and thoracic cage, these are the structure of all these. Now this is about skull. The skull is the framework which supports organs for vision, hearing, smell and taste. The skull is mainly divided into two parts. The first one is head bones, which is also called as cranial bones. The second is facial bones. There are 8 cranial bones and 14 facial bones. Thus, the skull consists of 22 bones. Always remember, skull has 22 bones. All bones of cranium are flat bone, as you can see, and immovable with immovable joints which protects the brain, because brain is very soft and sensitive organ of our body. The base of the skull consists of an opening through which medulla oblongata of the brain passes through the spinal cord. This is the structure of spinal cord. Now about vertebral column. This is the structure of spinal cord, which is S-shaped and consists of 33 vertebrae. The vertebral column is divided into 5 regions. The first is cervical vertebrae, which consists of 7 bones, as you can see in the picture. The second is thoracic vertebrae, consists of 12 bones. The third is lumbar vertebrae, consists of 5 bones. And the fourth is sacral vertebrae, consists of 5 bones. The fifth is coccygeal vertebrae, which consists of 4 bones. The 5 sacral bones are fused together as a single bone. As you can see here, the 4 bones are fused together to make a single bone. That is why 28 plus these 4, 33 in number. The total vertebrae is 28 in number, and all that 4 bones are fused, and thus it makes 33 bones. This is the thoracic cavity, which includes 3 different regions. This is the structure of the sternum. This is single bone present in the front portion of the thoracic cavity. Second is vertebral column. This is long vertebral column or spinal cord, which is present at the back portion of the thoracic cavity. This is only made up of 33 vertebrae, as I have told you earlier. This is the structure of rib. The both sternum and the vertebral column are connected on either side with ribs. This is the structure of rib cage which protects the special organ of our body, heart is located just beneath the rib cage. The rib cage is made up of 12 pairs of ribs. Each ribs unless joins with vertebral column. Ribs are of three types. The first one is true ribs, the second is false ribs, and the third is floating ribs. Why it is called as true false? Because the first pair of the ribs of the rib cage are attached directly to the sternum. That is why it is called as true ribs, the first 7 ribs. 8th, 9th, 10th ribs are called as false ribs because these are not directly attached to the sternum, and the cartilage of the ribs attached to the 7th ribs. 8th, 9th, 10th ribs is called as false ribs. Okay, the last two, 11th and 12th pair of ribs are not attached to the sternum, and therefore they are called as floating ribs.